Evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to this live broadcast today, and I call it the Mother of Exposition. This evening, from here, we are going to, expose the Fulanization of Nigeria, the things that you don't know. The Islamization of Nigeria is real. And for those who may get offended, remember, let me tell you, if you are from the southern Nigeria and you are a Muslim, you don't need to worry about the message I'm about to, air this evening. You only have to pay attention to the consequences if you get offended. When you get offended by the message you are about to hear from me today as a Muslim from the southern Nigeria, there is going to be consequences. And so I want you, as you are listening, don't get offended. Only listen to the consequences of what will come. What I want to tell you is that if you are from the southern Nigeria and you are a Muslim, the North will never, ever regard you as one of them. Never. The only thing they are going to do is to use you to actualize the Fulanization or Islamization of Nigeria. And then after that, they will now deal with you. It may not be you directly. By then, it may be your children. It may be your children. And your children will take it up from where you stop with your religion and your faith, and they will become the victim of what the Fulani will do in Nigeria. That is if Nigeria, that is if, and God forbid, but if Nigeria continue to be a country, this is what is going to happen. So why I'm saying this is that do not pay attention. Just come here with open mind. Forget the religious aspect of it. Forget, just come here with open mind and listen to what is going to happen this evening. Before I go forward, I want you to know something. There was a declaration called Declaration of 1989, Abuja Declaration. A lot of you are going to know about Abuja Declaration. There are things I want you to pay attention, very, very important. Because what we are going to do this evening will make you lose sleep. You are going to lose sleep. I am very, very sure you will lose sleep. Because you don't know how far they have gone. You are going to lose sleep after today's program. First of all, let me show you. Let us put the base for today's broadcast. The base for today's broadcast is coming from the Abuja Declaration of 1989. I want everybody to pay attention to what I'm about to read. Abuja Declaration. And somebody, of course, you all know that, why I am pulling this from Wiki is that, of course, it may be that not everything there, but the information here in this particular declaration, the information here is accurate and 100% fact and truth. So let us start. Now, What is Abuja Declaration of 1989? Abuja Declaration of 1989 was a declaration 24th and 28th November 1989. I want you to understand this declaration. The Abuja Declaration is the name frequently given to the communique issued after the Islam in Africa conference held in Abuja, Nigeria, between 24 and 28 November 1989. The conference was organized by the organization of It Be Like That Sometimes, at that time called the Organization of It Be Like That Sometime Conference, and it agreed to set up the Islam in Africa Organization, IAO. Now, declaration, the content, of course, you can see the declaration here, the commentary and all that. Now, let us go. The declaration. The declaration was to the effect that Muslims should unite throughout Africa. The curricula at various educational establishments should conform to Muslims' ideas. The education of women should be attended to. The teaching of Arabic should be encouraged, and Muslims should support economic relation with Islamic areas worldwide. It noted that Muslims in Africa had been deprived of right to be governed under Sharia law, and they should strengthen their struggle to reinstate it. The Islam in Africa organization was formally established in July 1991, also in Abuja, Nigeria, and it has started its objectives. I want you to pay attention to it has started its objectives. What are these objectives? The objectives is to make sure that you are governed under Sharia law. That is the objective. The main objective is to make sure they Islamize Nigeria. And how do they want to Islamize Nigeria? By making sure that you are governed under Sharia law. Now, this is the reason why Tanko Muhammad, immediately Tanko Muhammad came to power as the chief judge of the federation. He began to advocate for the Sharia law in the southern Nigeria. He began to advocate for the Sharia, for the implementation of Sharia law all over Nigeria. Every one of you read it, right? Every one of you heard it when Tanko Muhammad advocated for Sharia law in Nigeria. You know? Now, it didn't end here. It didn't end here. Let us read. Let us read, because when we are shouting, I want what I'm going to do here will make you lose sleep today. And after you follow this program, you will never remain the same. Because what is happening now in Nigeria, was implementation of the Abuja Declaration. The implementation of Abuja Declaration. What did Abuja Declaration say? It says Africa, and they're all gathered in Abuja. Now, how are they going to implement this declaration? Through the Fulani, they are giving arms. Through the Fulani terrorists. That is why they invited them when Buhari won the election. They invited them. because they know the next man after Usman Danfodio, the most heartless man after Usman Danfodio was the man called Buhari. So immediately he won the election, they invited all the mercenaries, all the jihadists, all the terrorists, all the Fulanis in Africa, in other Africa countries to come. The implementation of 1989 and 1990 declaration in Abuja. Now, let us read the declaration. Now, here is the commentary. John Chesworth, Director of Islam and Christian Muslim Relation at St. Paul's United Theological College, Limuru, Kenya, and John Azuma, Senior Research Fellow, Akrofi Christella Memorial Center, Ghana, have reviewed the proceedings at the conference. On the decision to set up the IAO, Hector Degan, senior lecturer in comparative politics, Middlesex University, has commented. More recently, Islam has adopted a liberative posture, presenting itself as a religion which will wrest countries from their neo-colonial dependencies, and ignoring the fact that it too was a conquering and colonizing force in Africa over the long duration. The East African Center for Law and Justice report the declaration verbatim, but goes on to quote two other objectives which it says were omitted from the IAO website. Now, objectives that were omitted deliberately omitted from their website, so that you will go to the website, you will search it, and you will never understand it. Now, it also severely criticizes what it regards as the real objective of the IAO. Raphael Oduru, Project Director, Voice Your Vote, Nigeria, Nigeria. Now, alternative declaration. In 1990, another declaration was promulgated purporting to be from the 1989 conference, and which Franz Wilson, professor of world Christianity and interreligious relations at Radboud University in Germany, regard as a forgery because it does not correspond with the declaration made at the conference in 1989 regarding Africa. It said, amongst other things, that only Muslims should be appointed to strategic posts. Did you hear that? The declaration in Abuja said only Muslims should be appointed to the strategic posts. Non-Muslim religions should be eradicated. Nigeria should become a federal Islamic sultanate, and the Western law should be replaced with Sharia. Now, do you see why? Have you ever heard about what I'm doing this evening? You are a Nigerian, eh? Nigeria, proud Nigeria, proud Nigeria. I am reading declaration in your own country. You did not know. I said, by the time I finish this exposition, mother of exposition today, you will lose sleep. Tell that your brother, tell that your sister that is pressing calculator. Piam, 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 piam. I want to be millionaire in 2022 in Nigeria. Piam, 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 piam. My business is growing. Piam, 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 piam. I want to go to Aba to buy shop. Piam, 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 piam. I am moving to Kano to buy shop. Piam, piam, piam. You are pressing calculator. You want to be a millionaire in the next 3 years. And after you struggle and struggle and struggle, thinking that you are going to be a millionaire in a country that will respect your religious and your opinion and your right to do anything, you will become that rich. And you know what? They will cut your hand. Sharia law. They will use Sharia law to cut your hand, cut your children's hand, cut your girlfriend's hand, cut your wife's hand, and hang them. And we have not started though. The one Nigeria. Call all the one Nigerians here. What I am reading to you now is what they have implemented under the APC. The same thing Fani Kayode was shouting. Fani Kayode, I don't know whether Fani Kayode, of course, he should be away because he read too much. Fani Kayode told you Nigerians that APC was advocating for Muslim ticket in 2015. Fani Kayode, he is alive. Fani Kayode say the reason he left APC was that APC was advocating for Muslim ticket. Apart from that, what he saw, of course, I don't know whether Fani Kayode is alive. Tag him, tag his page to this program. Fani Kayode say that what he saw in APC was unbelievable. I don't know whether Fani Kayode actually remembered that in 1989, there was something called Abuja Declaration. I do not also know whether Fani Kayode remembered that in 1990, a year after, they had what you called another promulgation, another declaration in Abuja to implement what is happening now. And all of you, they want to Islamize Nigeria. Nobody can do that. Nobody can Islamize Nigeria. Nobody can Islamize Nigeria. After that declaration, the military removed everything Christianity from the Constitution of Nigeria. Everything. You cannot see one single Christianity in Nigeria Constitution today. It was from after the declaration of 1989. They removed everything about Christianity. When they have the constitutional amendment under the military regime, I think it was under Babangida, they removed every single thing that has to do with Christianity in the constitution. It is not possible. You cannot Islamize Nigeria. How can somebody look at the tiger talking? Somebody say, how can they Islamize Nigeria? I am telling you, they have implemented 70% and still counting. 70% already implemented and they are still counting. That is why they are going to now begin to do everything to calm the situation down. You are going to see everything they are going to do. They are going to call the killers to calm down. They are going to call the terrorists to calm down. It's a scam. It is a scam. They are behind the terrorists. They are behind the bandits. They are behind the kidnappers. If they stop kidnapping now, if the kidnapping reduce, it's a scam. Don't believe it. The only solution to this is to dissolve Nigeria before it is late. Because they will make sure they suppress the insecurity for a moment. And they will come harder than before. They will suppress, they will do everything to suppress the insecurity in Nigeria. And when they come back, it will be worse than what you are having now. So don't fall for that scam. That is the reason why Gumi cleric Gumi will go and meet them and talk with them, they don't kill him. They don't kidnap him. Even Lai Mohammed came to say the bandit believed Gumi more than the federal government. All scam. Did you not hear it? Did you hear it? Lai Mohammed said that the terrorist, the bandit, believed Gumi more than the federal government. I'm going to show it to you. But let us read. Now, I want you to listen. The agenda of the declaration, the objective of this declaration was that only Muslims should be appointed to strategic posts. Non-Muslim religions should be eradicated. Nigeria should become a federal Islamic sultanate, and Western law should be replaced with Sharia. Now, tell me today, has this particular one not been implemented? Has this particular one now not been implemented? It has been implemented in full. This particular paragraph here has been implemented 100%. And that is the reason why, you have Minister of State, Muslim, Fulani, Presidency, Fulani, Senate, Fulani, not a Muslim. The speaker, the deputy speaker, not a Muslim. Even the speaker himself, the speaker of National Assembly, of a House of Representatives, Muslim, they converted him to Muslim. The Comptroller General of Immigration, Muslim. Comptroller General of Custom, Muslim. The EFCC, Muslim. Attorney General, Muslim. The Chief Judge of the Supreme Court, Muslim. Everything Muslim. They have implemented the conference and the declaration of 1989 completely, and you are there. You are there pressing calculator. You are there like somebody like Mr. White. Mr. White in River State. He is there with his frog voice. Now they are going to vote PDP. Nigeria is going to vote PDP. What is happening now shows that they are going to vote PDP. Idiotic man that could not see, a man who called himself a lawyer. He do not know that there is something called 1989 declaration, and they have implemented part of it 100%. And he is there. You are not going to vote PDP. You are going to vote APC. Idiotic man. People without vision. People that have been cursed. There is big curse upon all of them. How can you stay in the middle of the killing in Nigeria? What Mr. White is interested in is that Nigerians are not going to vote APC again. Are you sure you are going to be alive till 2023? Mr. White, are you going to be alive? I want you to send this video to Mr. White of River State. Ask White, do you know whether you will be alive to see the voting in 2023? You don't know. You are not bigger than the man they abducted from Atlanta and killed him. You're not bigger than that. Now, you listen to that White. He said that APC, what is happening now means that Nigerians, they are not going to vote APC again. And they are Islamizing his. Do you know that as I'm talking to you today, as I'm talking to you now, in River State, Fulani killed 6 people today. Fulani killed people in River State on the 5th of February 2021. Today, 6 people. 6 people. And the frog voice White is coming to say, it is now. They are going to vote PDP. You don't even know whether the PDP is going to be, that whether he's going to be alive to see PDP being voted. What I just read to you now was the content, resolution passed, declaration, communique passed in Nigeria, in Abuja, in 1989 and 1990, that the process to Islamize Nigeria is that they must make sure that strategic positions will be to Muslims. And not even that, they don't trust Yoruba Muslims. That is exactly what is happening now. They don't trust you. You can never be them. All of you in Yoruba land that are Muslim, you are convert. You converted. Islam is not your culture. All of you are traditional believers. Yoruba culture is not Islam. You are a convert. And that is why I said some people will feel offended. Those of you who have gone deep into Islam and you are from Yoruba land. I'm not preaching for you to change your religion. No. But I'm just telling you that you can never be regarded as a Muslim from the poor northern people. That is why they will not give you these strategic positions. The strategic positions goes to the northern Muslims. It don't go to you, Yoruba Muslims. It don't go to you. That is why all of you are complaining now. They sidelined everybody. They sidelined the Christian in the south. They sidelined you, the Muslim in the south. Because you can never be them. You are a convert. And they will never trust you. Now, if it is about the religion, like they have meant you to believe, why are you not being taken along in this government? Why? Because it is about them. They are the real Muslims and they can never trust you. That is why they cannot give you the chief judge. That is why they can never give Yoruba Muslim the CGN. That is why they can never give Yoruba Muslim the Attorney General of the Federation. That is why they cannot give a Yoruba Muslim the Chief of Army Staff. That is why they cannot give a Yoruba Muslim the Chairman of the EFCC. That is why they can never give a Yoruba Muslim the Chairman of the DSS. That is why they can never give a Yoruba Muslim. Should I go ahead to mention it? The only thing they will give you is Osibanjo. Look at where Osibanjo is. Where is him today? Is he talking? Is he not the vice president? Where is Osibanjo today? He's a Christian. They killed him. Everything in Osibanjo is dead. Osibanjo is just an empty man walking. Empty corpse walking. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows what he's doing. They killed him and he is just the name. The same thing goes to Fashola. The same thing goes to Tinubu. Did you see them? Tinubu is a Muslim. Where is he today in the government? Nowhere. They sidelined Tinubu in the first tenure. Tinubu brought list. If I go deep today, some Yoruba people, most of my Yoruba brothers, they are going to get mad and go and start burning things of Tinubu. Tinubu brought list of people to be given appointment by this government. They look at the list, they sideline all of them. Because what? They don't trust you. You are not Muslim to them. Now, it didn't end there. The problem of Tinubu and this government started from when Tinubu sent the list of the people to be given appointment. They didn't give nobody appointment except Fashola and some few people. That was when Tinubu got mad. In the first tenure. If you follow the event in Nigeria, in the first tenure, Tinubu had a very serious problem with the APC government. And then towards the end of the first tenure, they begin to approach him, they begin to beg him, they begin to approach him again, and I don't know, he again falling. He fall the victim for the second time. Tinubu fall victim for the second time. He is yet to realize that they are implementing the 1989 declaration. Now, Osinbajo own, they sacked all Osinbajo aid. In fact, they evicted Osinbajo's aid. All of them. They say, you cannot have your aid here. You are not a Muslim. You cannot be part of us. All your aid should be sacked. They sacked Osinbajo aid. All of them. Everybody listening to it. Everybody saw the news. Everybody read it. All Osinbajo aid from A to Z, they sacked all of them. Now, let me continue. Now, Watson regard this as indicating a more militant aspect of Islam in Africa, and the comment that some aspect directly conflict with official Islamic teaching. It is about declaration of Islam. Now, did you see that? This was the declaration. This was the declaration in Abuja. Now, I want you have just listened to this declaration. You have listened to this declaration. The declaration is to turn Nigeria into Islamic State. And they are already working. I said some of them that have implemented it. So I will not go into repeating. I will not go into repeating all the things. But now, you have read, you have seen, you have listened to the base of our today's exposition. The declaration of 1989. The declaration of 1989. Now, I want you to listen. In case you have forgotten. Now, I want you to have the thing that you just listened to now. I want you to remember all the things I've just read to you about the declaration. And I want you to watch this video, what you are going to listen from this video. Now watch.
The top general of U.S. Special Operations Command in Africa is warning that Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and other Islamic terror groups are now trying to take over parts of the continent's most populous nation. Major General Dagvin Anderson says Muslim terrorists have set their sights on Nigeria's southern and northwestern regions, and the U.S. is now sharing specific intelligence with the country.
So this intelligence sharing is absolutely vital, and we stay fully engaged with the government of Nigeria to provide them an understanding of what these terrorists are doing.
Their goal? Eventually turn Nigeria into a Muslim country and force Christians who make up half the country's population to either leave or convert.
Pay attention to that. They want to force you to either convert to Islam or leave Nigeria. And that is exactly implementation of the Declaration of 1989. They want you to convert to Islam or leave Nigeria. Now listen to that again.
And we stay fully engaged with the government of Nigeria to provide them an understanding of what these terrorists are doing.
Their goal? Eventually turn Nigeria into a Muslim country and force Christians who make up half the country's population to either leave or convert.
Their goal. Now, how are they going to achieve this goal? How are they going to achieve this goal of making you to be Muslim, or you leave, or they kill you? How are they going to achieve the goal? They are going to achieve the goal through banditry. Through the banditry you see today. They are going to achieve the goal through the over 700 criminals, banditry, and the terrorist prophet or cleric Gumi went to meet in their hideout. These are the people they want to use to Fulanize and Islamize Nigeria through violence and terror. And you don't ask yourself, if they are really banditry that are looking for money, Gumi should be the biggest meat. Cleric Gumi should be the biggest meat. In fact, he is the biggest He is the fattest fish to catch. They didn't catch him because they would have just seized him when he went there, and then they would begin to make $1 million demand because Gumi is a big fish. They wouldn't do that. Have you ever seen where you go to shark to ocean where shark is running about, and then you fall inside the ocean and there's something scratch your body and blood was coming out? You expect the shark to be looking at the blood coming from you, because you know shark will come when immediately they see blood. Shark will see you swimming in blood, and the shark will just look around you, and they say, "Oh, can I help him? Let me help him." Shark will come. That is what is happening. Gumi and them. Gumi went there, and Gumi was a very big fish. If they catch him, they didn't catch him because they are lion. Lion doesn't eat grass. So Gumi is a grass to them. They didn't catch Gumi. They came with AK-47, with RPG, with chain bullets, everything. They carried them like this. And Gumi was talking with them. They gave Gumi a microphone. Gumi gave them microphone. They were speaking with microphone. Feeling relaxed. After that, they went, they went back to the forest. And do you know what Gumi have come to do now? Gumi have come to say, in fact, let me continue. So Gumi have come to say they are ready to lay down their weapons. They are ready to negotiate. Now ask me, what are they negotiating? What are they fighting for anything? What are they fighting for? We need to know first, what are the bandits fighting for? What is their demand? What are they fighting for that they want to negotiate? Did you hear that? Gumi said they want to negotiate. They want to deceive you. They want to deceive you. They want to get more weapons, more arms, more men, and before you know it, they will become more stronger than they are now. That is what Gumi want to do. And that's why I say, don't listen to anyone from the northern Nigeria and the person is a Muslim. Don't trust them. Don't listen to them. They are all fake. They are going to be more comfortable in an Islamized Nigeria than in this secular state called Nigeria. It is a fact. All of them were part of this declaration I am reading to you now. Gumi was part of this declaration. All the Muslims in Nigeria, they were part of this 1989 declaration. Why would they now come to work against it? They can never work against the declaration. The declaration, the implementation of the declaration is already in full force. Some of them has been implemented 100%. Which one is that? The one that has implemented 100% is the one they say, put Muslims in all strategic posts. And another one is that remove other religions from anything. That has been implemented 100%. 100, in fact, even if not 200%. Because that is exactly what you have now. All strategic positions in Nigeria has been taken over by Northern Muslims. Not even Yoruba Muslims, so Northern Muslims. And to cap it all, they are now fronting them in the international community. Burutai, that is being accused of war crime, has been nominated for ambassadorial as ambassadorial nominee to become ambassador. Because nobody is qualified anymore in Nigeria. Nobody is qualified anymore in Nigeria to be ambassador. There is nobody in the 200 million people in Nigeria, there is nobody that is competent enough to be ambassador. Only those service chiefs. The service chief that helped them to conquer Borno State. Service chief that helped them to conquer Benue State. The service chief that helped them to run over part of Nigeria are being compensated with ambassadorial nominee. ambassadorial nomination. That is the compensation. Their job has not finished though. Their job has not finished. They are now going to the international community to play the final card. But the time will not be there for them. We will bring this war to them, and we will fight this war once and for all. And when I read some people, they say, you cannot be talking, you cannot be going to war. How prepared are you? When are you going to be prepared? What are you doing? Are you aware of what I'm saying now? Do you have knowledge of what I am saying now before now? And you continue to say, you are not ready for war. We have to plan. How many years are you going to plan for the war? Do you know? Do you have the knowledge of what I'm saying now? Do you have the knowledge of this declaration of 1989? Do you have the knowledge about the follow-up of the declaration in 1990? Do you know the content of the declaration? Do you now relate to what have been happening in Nigeria now and see that they are implementing that declaration? Do you also know that the implementation has gone up to more than 70%? Do you know that some of them have implemented 100%? Why are you sitting in your wretched house and telling us don't go to war? Why do you sit where you sit and you are telling us it is too early? What is too early? Because I know that some of you don't know this. I know that some of you don't know this thing that I am saying now. You have been hearing, oh, they want to Islamize Nigeria. You don't know where it is coming from. You have been hearing people saying Islamization of Nigeria. Nobody has actually told you where it is coming from. Why are they saying this? Nobody ever, you have never even bothered to ask questions. These people saying they want to Islamize Nigeria, or people, where did they get the information from? You don't know. You don't ask questions. You have never bothered to research to see, where is this rumor coming from? Why are people saying they want to Islamize Nigeria? They want to Islamize Nigeria. Nobody wants to Islamize Nigeria. No single person can Islamize Nigeria. That is the word coming from Muslims, from the northern Muslims. If you talk, they will say nobody can Islamize Nigeria. That is what they are saying. Nobody can Islamize Nigeria. Now tell me, is Nigeria not an Islamic nation? When you cannot go to the foreign ministry in Abuja as a woman wearing jeans, they will turn you back. They say, you don't dress like this and come here. Go back home and redress and come back. Cover your head. Is that not an Islamic nation already? And nobody is talking. Even the gate man, the security man in the gate may not even be a Muslim. They are telling you, the rule here is that you cannot dress like this and come here. And when we talk, you say, we have to prepare. When are you going to be prepared? When? You have not even come to understand that you are a big problem. You are talking about preparing. All of you are just so lunatic. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing today and you are still telling us that we need to be prepared, then you will never receive sense. You will never get sense again. Because you need to know the problem you are into. Understand the problem before you can talk. You don't just come and start talking. You say it is too early. It is too early to go to war. It is too early. You are saying it is too early since 1989. It is too early. You enter 1995. It is too early. You enter 1999. It is too early. And now in 2021, you are saying it is too early. And they have implemented some of the declaration of 1989 completely, taking over Nigeria. You are still, including in that Niger Delta, they say in strategic position, which include the oil industry, which include the Niger Delta oil. All of them are Mohammed and Adamus taking care of your oil business, because it is what they passed in the resolution in that declaration of 1989. All of you, intellectual, all of you, the intellectuals, according to our leader Mazi, All of you, the intellectuals, you have just listened to what I am saying. Everything I'm doing here is verifiable. Fact, figure, you don't see anything lie or propaganda here. Now, let us continue.
The government of Nigeria to provide them an understanding of what these terrorists are doing.
Their goal? Eventually turn Nigeria into a Muslim country and force Christians, who make up half the country's population, to either leave or convert.
Christians are in the eye of the target, and they're coming after them.
And the numbers are staggering. August 6th, Muslims stormed 4 remote Christian villages in Kaduna State, killing 22 villagers.
Now, they are not talking. You will not see the government talk. Why? Because they are implementing the 1989 declaration.
July 24th, 21 dead.
21 dead, they are implementing the declaration.
Scores injured and several Christian homes destroyed by militants. July 19th, 19 people killed when aliens armed with guns and machetes attacked a wedding reception. And the list goes on. Leading human rights groups say what's going on in Nigeria is a genocide.
If you look at what's happened on the last 20 years, George, it's just massive number of attacks against Christians. Look, 50 to 70,000 have been murdered.
For years, the main terror group was Boko Haram, which seeks to overthrow the government here and create an Islamic state.
They go after Christians and moderate Muslims. They push a hardline Muslim agenda. It is their intention to establish a caliphate and to just rid all of Nigeria and West Africa of any Western influence whatsoever.
Now, there's a new actor on the scene. In Nigeria's so-called Middle Belt region, where the Muslim North meets the Christian South, a terror group made up of Muslim Fulani herders are killing thousands of Christians. More than 1,400 Christians were hacked to death in just the first 7 months of 2020 by Fulani herders.
Unfortunately, the secular media are quite often biased and trying to present this as a tribal conflict rather than religious.
Nigeria's president, a Muslim, has so far done very little to stop the bloodshed. His police and army are also mostly made up of Muslims.
The attackers are...
I hope you are listening to this. I hope you are listening to this report. Army, police are also Muslims. The leaders are Muslim. I hope you are listening to the report. I hope you are listening to the report. Remember, this declaration says that they have to make sure that all strategic positions are given to Muslims. And this government have implemented all of that. And you are listening from white people. White people.
Never captured, they are not prosecuted. The security services respond very slowly. A full day can go on with attacks happening and no security shows up. And frequently, the government officials will provide cover.
Helpless and vulnerable to almost daily attacks, leading Catholic bishops are now urging Nigerian Christians to defend themselves. Human rights groups are asking the White House to appoint a special envoy to help end the persecution of Christians in Nigeria.
Unless the world takes note and puts pressure, economic pressure, sanctions, visa bans on the officials who are responsible for this travesty and for not reining in the terror, then Nigeria will continue to be a bloodbath.
Meanwhile, King's Group is helping more than 3,000 Christians who lost their businesses, homes, farms or land to Boko Haram and Fulani militant attacks. International Christian Concern has created communal farms to give victims the opportunity to rebuild their lives.
When they get back to work, the family is fed, they have a future, the kids can go back to school. It's a restoration of hope. It really is. And it's much more than just economics. It's the whole community. It's all the parts of life, the emotional, the physical, the mental. It means a lot to them.
Now you have just listened to that, right? You have just listened to that. I want you to listen to this.
From where
now, this is a man. After listening to what I have just did now, I'm still coming up. After listening to what I have just done now, you see a man that need to be lynched. Look, watch this man.
talking about the fact that he wants to step up, from where, you don't have to move forward. So I think that's what he's talking about. He's going to move probably faster and be strong-willed in doing the needful. So don't go that side. It's not saying he's not giving up. He's just telling you that he knows where he's going and he's going to get there. And when somebody's going to say he's going to do his best, it means optimum, getting to the highest level. The man cannot.
This man is here. This man is supposed to be an Igbo man. He said that they are taking you to the highest level. Now, I want you to listen to what is highest level. Now, listen.
Fail. And the man can be trusted. It's a matter of trust. There are people who said we're not going to trust you with the keys of our national treasures again, given our past experiences. There are things that we're supposed to do in the midst of plenty that we did not do. That's why we're suffering. Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell. Really?
Did you hear that? Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell. Is this man supposed to be walking in the street of Nigeria?
From the pit of hell. Really? Giving Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell that we did not do. That's why we're suffering. Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell. We're supposed to do in the midst of plenty that we did not do. That's why we're suffering. Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell. In the midst of plenty that we did not do. That's why we're suffering. Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell.
Did you hear that? Anybody who tells you that Buhari is not doing well is a liar from the pit of hell. Now, all Nigerians, this man here is telling you that you are a liar from the pit of hell. What it means is that all Nigeria youth that protested, this man is calling you liar from the pit of hell. What it means is that all of you that have lost your loved one to the terrorist, this man is telling you you are a liar from the pit of hell for losing your loved one. Those of you in Edo State that have lost somebody, very prominent man who came from America, this man here called Joe Igbokwe is telling you you are a liar from the pit of hell. The Yorubas, Sunday Igboho, all the OPC, all the Amotekon who are now having sleepless night, running from one forest to another to chase Fulani. This man is calling you a liar from the pit of hell. Governor Ortum of Benue State, this man is calling you a liar from the pit of hell. The governors of the eastern Nigeria who have come to say they are going to chase Fulanis away, which means the government is not doing well. This man is telling you, all of you, that you all are liars from the pit of hell. Every other person in Nigeria that I have not mentioned, that is now, feeling the heat of this Fulani and terrorist government. This man, Joe Igbokwe, is telling you, you are a liar from the pit of hell. Now, I want to ask you, will you see this man and allow him to walk in the street where you are walking? Will you see this man who will come openly to public and utter this nonsense? In the middle of the insecurity in Nigeria, will you see this man in your street in Lagos and you want him to be walking freely like this? Because that is encouraging what is happening. This man is encouraging your killing. This man is encouraging the killings, encouraging the Fulani, encouraging everything going on in Nigeria. And you allow him to live freely in Lagos. I am calling on Yoruba brothers and sisters. I am calling on OPC. I am calling on Yoruba people. This man is living in Lagos. Did you hear what he said? Is he an PhD holder? Is this man a PhD holder? What is his level of education? I am telling you now, the Yoruba people, you cannot allow this man to continue to live in your land. All the killings in Yoruba land, all the killing, including the killing of first-class Oba 2 months, 3 months ago by Fulanis, this man is telling you that you are a liar from the pit of hell. And he is not living in the land. If you tell him, he'll tell you, I've been living in Lagos for 30 years. I am now calling on Yoruba youth. You need to chase this man out of your land. This man should not be walking, not just in Yoruba land, though. This man should not be allowed to walk freely in the street of Nigeria. Anywhere, except in the north. Except in the north. He is supporting terrorism. He is supporting killings. He is aiding the herdsmen. He is giving information to people who comes to kill you. That is his job. If he can say that me now, that I am telling you now that Nigeria is not, the people that rule Nigeria are criminals. This man is telling me that I am a liar from the pit of hell. I am asking you, am I a liar from the pit of hell? Am I a liar from the pit of hell? Are you a liar from the pit of hell for saying that the government is not doing well? Of course you are not. Of course you are not. But look at him. He didn't say this because he wants to say it. He said it because of greediness, criminality in him. One moment.
A sad day for traders at the Gwarinpa Tipper Garage Market.
Now, this is what the Fulani have done to the market of Yorubas and Biafrans in Abuja today. In Abuja. And I want you to watch this. This is what they did to your market in Abuja. In Abuja, they are burning everything, economic jihad. Now watch it. Moment.
A sad day for traders at the Gwarinpa Tipper Garage Market. Hundreds of shops razed, leaving only rubble on the ground. The fire, which started at midnight, is still burning as at the time of filing this report, with traders watching helplessly. An official of the market union says they made efforts to put out the fire, but failed.
We people in the market, we ready to disconnect the light, but the thing pass our power.
It's a bitter experience for the traders who are asking for government support.
I don't know what to do, because everywhere, anywhere at all. Everywhere, everybody's crying.
I just come back market on Tuesday. I never been, and I don't get anybody to help. I'm a widow with 7 children, for 20 years now.
Did you hear that? Widow with 7 children. They burned down her shop. They burned down her shop. And the Joe Igbokwe will come to television to say, you are a liar from the pit of hell. You are a liar from the pit of hell. Somebody say, Simon, be careful before BBC say this is a hate speech. You don't know me. Invite the BBC, let them come here and watch me. Let them come here. You think that this is entertainment? My sister who asked that question, you think we are entertainment industry? You think this is a comedy industry? This is a complete freedom fighting that has to do with life and death. People have died. People are going to die. People have been killed. And somebody is there saying, the BBC will say it's a hate speech. Who is looking at BBC? Who is BBC? Do you know? In fact, and this mentality is the reason why you are here. You are here. You want to, because you know you have been caged. You have been caged. Even for you to even keep quiet and listen and support whatever you are here to distract. Or don't say, BBC, even though you are supporting me, you missed this one. Because on no condition will you divert people's attention or try to demoralize people by making any kind of stupid comment here. We are telling you that people are being killed. You are there telling me BBC. Are BBC not seeing the people killing people in Nigeria? Have BBC reported the one that, let me show you. What I'm showing you now, has BBC reported it? Now watch.
According to the FCT Fire Service, not much could have been done to salvage the situation due to lack of access into the market.
What we did best professionally was to protect the adjacent buildings that share boundary with the market. No accessible roads inside the market. The only small one that was present, it was covered over with fire.
A delegation led by the FCT Minister of State, Ramoto Aliu, visits the scene of the incident, and according to her, while government sympathizes with the victims, efforts will be made to enforce existing urban laws.
We need to sit to look at the real drawing of Abuja to see how other markets will also be upgraded, and then the existing markets will be looked into holistically to ensure that all these provisions are made.
While the traders in this market are gnashing their teeth over their losses, scrap pickers are also busy trying to make ends meet by picking whatever is worth a penny from the rubbles left. From the Gwarinpa Tipa Garage Market in Abuja, Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.
Now, what should shock you now is that as the Fulani have raised this market now, nobody will be compensated. Economic jihad. Nobody will be compensated by the government. Nobody will be compensated. But do you know what? They are paying Fulani herdsmen. They are paying bandits. Do you want to hear it? Do you want to hear how they pay them? Now let me tell you. I don't want to listen to I don't want to listen to Fulani national anthem, so I have to make it fast forward.
ومن سلك سبيلهم وسار على نهج الى يوم الدين اما بعد عليه وسلم تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما باركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم خاصه ونيجيريا عامه وسائر البلاد منها وما بلد اللهم ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا.
Zan gwamna da izinin ka gabatar da shugaban.
In the name of Allah, the Most Merciful, the Beneficent, it is a great pleasure for me to stand in front of you, men of press, to give you a hint on what we have experienced in our sojourn in Zamfara State. The purpose of our visit here is to go and see with our own eyes what is happening, to investigate and see with our own eyes, not to remain.
You see, what you are watching now is Gumi. Gumi have now come to tell the governor and the government that the terrorists that he met, they are ready to negotiate. Can you imagine that? Gumi is not, what he's saying here now is that the terrorists want to negotiate. That the terrorists want to lay down their arms, they want to negotiate. I'm asking a question. What are they negotiating for? What is their demand? Like, why? What is the reason why they are kidnapping people? Do they have any reason? Is there any demand? Because, you know, and what you should know, I am telling you now, this man is fake. This Gumi is fake. What he is doing now is playing a script to calm the tension down, so that after 3 months, after 4 months, they're going to come back stronger. And if Nigeria fall for this scam, oh my God, if you fall for this scam of Fulani and Muslim people, you will never recover. You will never ever recover. Gumi was part of those who was sponsoring and having this declaration of 1989. He was part of it. Even if he is not part of it physically, his mind and his soul, everything is part of it. Because he is going to, you know, he is going to be more comfortable in Muslim Nigeria, in Islamic Nigeria, than in this secular Nigeria now. Somebody asked if I hate Nigeria national anthem like he does. Yes, I hate national anthem. I don't want to listen to it. Now, let us listen.
Not to depend on hearsays or what the armchair critics say about what is happening. So we are able to go and meet some of the militants and listen to their grievances, and we understand that they have a lot of grievances which could be addressed, and they are ready to lay down their arms. This is the easiest, the safest way to tackle the insecurity that has permeated the region now. Contrary to those who think that there should not be any negotiation with bandits, I don't know who said that. I don't know who said there is no negotiation. There is negotiation and there has been negotiation. And nobody can tell any Nigerian about this, because we have seen in the previous regime where they have negotiation with Niger militants, Niger Delta militants, in which now they have a ministry, they have a commission to look at their development. So many of them were taken on scholarship to study, and they selected peace after that negotiation. So the same thing, if you apply the same formula, the same psychology and the same ideology, the same thing. We will have peace, we have hope, we have peace in the tumult areas in the other states. So we don't want armchair critics to be criticizing what we have done. What we have done it with our own conviction. We are not pressed by any political, religious, or any other affiliation, but seeking peace and the pleasure of our Creator, which is Allah. And that's why we came in here and undertaking this. I thank all the people who followed me in my entourage. I thank the people of what do you call it? The people of Zamfara for the hospitality we have seen, and the government, especially the government itself. I am in full support of what the government is doing in negotiating with these citizens that are misled. I call them misled citizens. I've spoken with them.
I don't even understand what he's saying. The thing was making noise on purpose. On purpose, they allow it to make noise. You can't understand. But what he was saying is that the bandits are ready to lay down their arms and they are ready to negotiate. They are ready to negotiate. It's a scam. They only went there to try to deceive Nigerians because the thing is heating up. So they want to deceive you to think that everything is fine, everything is fine. Okay, now the bandits have to. How many of the bandits are you going to negotiate with? Who is negotiating with the people in the southern Nigeria? Who is negotiating with the bandits in the southern Nigeria? Who? I'm asking you. Who is negotiating with the people in the southern, the terrorists in southern Nigeria? Who? Nobody. Nobody. And nobody will. But by extension, when he meet them, they will make their radio network. They will make their radio telephone network. This is a scam. Don't fall for it. It's a scam. You must not fall for it. It's a scam. Now, it didn't end here. I want you to see all the things that I've been doing since. I want to play a video now. I want to play a video of a Biafra talking. And I want you now to dissect everything that you have just listened here. One moment. Remember 1989 declaration. 1989 declaration. This man here is called Soludo. He was talking about something like that, and I don't know whether he know what he was talking, but anyway, let us listen to Soludo.
The failed or fragile state indices and the rankings of Nigeria, we have been coming back recipients. It was before now to number 13. We are one of the countries under the red alert list. And so it hasn't worked. The concoction hasn't worked. The 36 state structure that we have today, Ofodile argues very forcefully that this current 36 structure is contrary to the instruments of surrender of Biafra.
Pay attention. Contrary to the instrument of surrender of Biafra. Contrary to the instrument of surrender of Biafra. The 36th state you have today is contrary to the instrument of surrender of Biafra. Do you know where the whole thing started? 1989 declaration of the Islamic State in Nigeria. Now let us listen.
3 conditions that they agreed on the instruments of surrender. One of which was that the Biafrans accepted, said, we accept the current structure, which then was a 12-state structure. And that B or C of it was that any future change must bring all Nigerians on the table to agree. And that these were the things they signed at the instrument of surrender, but that the military unilaterally subsequently changed the structure without then the participation of the other side. And
now, who are this military? Fulani?
He argues that this is against the instrument of the surrender, and that no wonder the Southeast has been marginalized out of it. 5 states out of the others having 6 and 7, as the case may be. Now there is the issue of unitary fiscal federalism instead of the 1963 Republican Constitution on fiscal federalism. There is the expansive exclusive list and having overpowerful Abuja. The development process is a trickle down from Abuja to the rest instead of a bottom-up economic and development arrangement.
Yes, instead of a bottom-up economic development arrangement. And they are now banning and closing down cryptocurrency. Now, what this man is saying here, he's just giving you a lowdown. Nobody knows. He did not tell you when, he just tell you that, okay, this is what was agreed and this is what they are doing. This is what was agreed and now they are doing this. They are doing the opposite. When did they start doing the opposite? The opposite started in full force after the 1989 Islamic Conference, the Declaration of Abuja in 1989. That was when everything started. And today, it is now in complete, full implementation of Islamization of Nigeria. And he was identifying the problems. He did not even know where it come from. Now watch.
The census and revenue allocation that disadvantages the Southeast. There is the citizenship question. The Igbos think they become visitors everywhere all over the country. When it is time for census, the Southeast complain that they are about the only ethnic group that have maybe a majority of their people living outside of their homeland. And that during census, their populations are counted in the states where they live. Imagine a state, and then population becomes basis for sharing the oil money in Abuja. When it is time for that, you count them in there, you don't ask for state of origin in the census. But then, you use also the population to get the allocations. But when it is time to share anything else, you remind them that they don't belong here, as the case may be. So there have been issues about citizenship question, and so on and so forth. So, in other words, this system, it's not just the Southeast or the Igbos that complain. It has not worked for Nigeria.
And it will never work. It has not worked for Nigeria, and it will never, ever work. Nothing will ever work for Nigeria because the Nigeria, and he is part of the problem. This man here, Soludo here, is part of the problem. In a developed world, when you see an impunity of government, you don't accept anything from them. This man accepted them. He was given appointment, he accepted. He is part of the problem. But you see now, he is identifying all the problem, but his involvement in this government now cannot solve it. Because his involvement was not to solve the problem of Nigeria. His involvement was Mejie Ahirio Kundea. His involvement in this government is to Mejie Ahirio Kundea, to fill the gap, so that they will say, oh, yeah, Igbo person is there. It is to Mejie Ahirioku, fill the gap. He is there now. This problem is identifying now. He can never bring it forward. He can never. Even if he brings it forward, nobody will listen to him. So why would you want to identify yourself in a government that doesn't listen to you, or that cannot do what you propose to them, or that cannot do what you feel is the right thing to do? But he is there. He will come here now and give you lecture. Oh, Igbo people are marginalized. You are doing this, you are doing that. Igbo people is that. Everybody is complaining. And he is in the government now. He said this thing before they appointed him. He cannot propose it to the government. Normally, if this man have any integrity in him, he would have proposed this to the government, and then when the government refused to do it, he resigned. Because he is part of the economic team now. They appointed him. And he will do nothing. He will come and he will be organizing conference. They will be calling him Soludo, the Kikobi of economic, the Soludo, the brave man from the east. They will be giving him big name. They will give him all kind of name, all kind of honor, all kind of respect. when it comes to implement that thing you say is the problem, he will not do it.
Thesis is that even if any government, including this one, just have all the political appointments from one village, my thesis is that the life of the average person in that village will not change.
Ah, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Even if you give appointment to everybody in one village, the life of an average person in that village will not change. And this man now will be supporting the Igbo presidency. Because what it means is that if he can actually say this, it means that we are right all along. Igbo presidency cannot change anything. We have references to make. Obasanjo is there. Goodluck Jonathan is there. These are living references. And he's saying it now. Even if, in fact, not even that he's saying it to, even the Fulani that has taken over everything, are they not in hunger? Of course, we know that their plan is to, first of all, take everything before they will begin to turn their northern Nigeria into Dubai.
Just rewind it again, and think the other way. The last regime, we had an Ebele Azikiwe as president. We had secretary to government. We had minister of finance and coordinating minister on the economy. We had all of this deputy senate president, this, that, and so on and so forth. Most of the financial institutions headed by people from the southeast. And yet, there is no motorable federal highway in Igbo land.
Yes, that is a fact.
This thing is an elite game as far as I'm concerned. The issue of who and whatever and so on and so forth is not taking us anywhere. And
it is not taking us anywhere, and it will never take us anywhere. And it will never change. That is why we want Biafra, where we can independently decide and hold people accountable for their misdeed.
And unless we get to the heart of it. So, it seems that there is a consensus today. There is a consensus. If you take it much broadly, the North, so-called North, if you calculate the number of years they were in power, but essentially, poverty is still predominantly a northern phenomenon.
Okay.
So, that you control this and a few billionaires are made here and there and so on and so forth means absolute nothing. The ordinary man in Nigeria has not benefited, is getting worse off by the current system that we have.
Okay.
But there is a consensus now on restructuring. And in that case, Fordila would argue that Biafra becomes a metaphor for agitation by oppressed people for justice, equity, and fairness. It hasn't worked for anybody. If you look at President Buhari recently said he also supports amendment of the Constitution or devolution. If you read the APC manifesto, it says, quote, as a change agent, APC intends to cleanse our closet to halt the dangerous drift of Nigeria to a failed state with a conscious plan for post-oil economy in Nigeria. To achieve this laudable program, APC government shall restructure the country, devolve power to the units with the best practices of federalism and eliminate unintended paralysis of the center. End of quote. This is the government in power that controls 23 states. This is the APC manifesto. So, and the Southern People's Assembly talk about the same thing. The Afenifere's position on the National Conference, if you read it, talks about the same thing. The National Conference report talks, supported by PDP, the same thing. So what is holding us? I must say the goal of this bit should be political stability and economic prosperity. In my view, a competitive federalism. We can write a book on this aspect of competitive federalism. Compared to the First Republic, when everybody had theirs, they had the resources, especially on revenue, a fiscal federalism. We've argued before, leave everybody their own thing, let them pay taxes to the center. This umbilical cord where Abuja will set wage for everybody all over the country, and so on and so forth. It was for a time when oil money paid for it, not anymore. Even in the US, you may have read about the governor of Maine.
Did you hear that? All these things this man was saying, this was in the probably a long time ago, Buhari first tenure. All this story this man was saying, now they appointed him. Now he is part of the economic team of this government. He has not implemented even one single thing of what he's saying now. He cannot do it. But he is still there, collecting the money. He cannot do it. Look at how he presented everything here. As if you ask him to come and work in economic team today, he's going to turn everything upside down and turn everything good. Look at him. He is part of the government as I'm talking to you today. He cannot do what he is saying here. And if you touch him now, he will tell you, okay, in the next government, Nigeria will be better. Why can't Nigeria be better now in his own turn? Why? He cannot do it. He knows that Nigeria has failed. He knows that Nigeria has collapsed. But you know what? They want to continue to maintain their relevancy in the system. They want to continue. He talked all these things. He is talking all these things. He cannot do it. Now, my question is, if he has stayed in this economic team since last year or last 2 years, why is he still there? Why can't he resign and say, I not do again? They don't listen to me. Why? He will not do it. He's a typical Nigerian man. A typical Nigeria. He's there blaming everybody. Nigeria is now, I don't know. If asking now the solution, he is telling you solution, no? Solution to Nigeria problem. He's not just telling you the Nigeria, he's telling you Nigeria problem. Now they stop the cryptocurrency. And he is part of it. He is part of it. Somebody, before I even, first of all, let us finish because we are going to come to the cryptocurrency. After this thing, we are coming to the cryptocurrency. Somebody called me immediately after making my video when I was at work. Somebody called me from the US. Please, I'm just calling you that to bring your attention to the cryptocurrency. There is something going on in the US now. The US have moved from being what did he say? What did he call it? The corporation. That the US has moved from being corporation to now republic. The US is now officially republic, and they are having problem with the crypto. They are going to have problem with the cryptocurrency and this and blah blah blah. That I was first of all listening to the tone. I want to hear the tone. I was interested in listening to the tone of the person to know from which region he come from. And I know he's watching me now because he said he watched my program and all that. It was sounding very nice. I used to watch your program. He said, I want you to research on it first before you talk about it. These are the people, he thinks that I am the kind of person he will confuse. And then I asked him a question. I know he's watching me now. I asked him a question. He said, Nigeria want to probably prevent people from losing their money. That's why they close it down. And the guy was so serious, like when he was talking to me, a lot of things was going on in my mind. So I asked him a question. I asked him, okay, so has there been any country that banned the cryptocurrency as a result of what you are telling me now? He paused a while. And then he told me, no, that Nigeria is a poor country. I say, if no country has actually suspended, banned, or ordered the banks to stop cryptocurrency, why would Nigeria do it? You don't want to listen. He said that yes, no country. I said, do you know why they banned it? Do you know why they say no cryptocurrency anymore? It is because they are preparing for war. It is because they want to put everybody into economic hardship. It is because they want to stop every kind of transaction coming. It is because during the NSAS protest, They stopped the account where people were paying money to support the protest. And these people, within hour, they opened a cryptocurrency account where people contributed, and they raised about $200,000 during that time. And of course, I didn't even tell him all these details, but I told him that because during the NSAS protest, they used cryptocurrency and all that. So the government now, they are now blocking everything that will make people to challenge them. They are now blocking anything that will aid the sponsors of anything that will challenge them. And I told you people, in the next 3 months, you are going to witness the worst thing you have ever witnessed in Nigeria. The worst thing is going to happen the next 3 months of this extended police IG tenure. It is going to happen. Now they block the finance so that, a lot of Nigerians say, oh, we have to use cryptocurrency, and all that. This Soludo is part of the economic thing. So if the Nigerian now have banned and suspended or stopped a cryptocurrency, he is part of it. He is part of it. So he is part of that economic thing. Now tell me, of course, we are going to come to that cryptocurrency. It is economic jihad. They are using them now. The brain they are using now is that extracting the brain for evil. Soludo no longer go to the government of the day to use this thing he is saying here to solve the problem. Rather, he is putting Nigerians in economic hardship. I don't even do cryptocurrency. I am not, I don't have any account of that. I don't even know how they do it. But I'm going to show you how they do it here on this program today. I'm going to show you. We are all going to read it together so that you will understand what is cryptocurrency, what is crypto, what is bitcoins and all that. We are going to read it here together. But this man is part of it.
That the wife of the governor income, because given the state of men, the salary of the governor was not enough for them to survive on, and the wife had to take a job in a restaurant. The governor of Maine's salary cannot be the same as the mayor of New York, and so on and so forth. But here we've done all of this. Abuja controls it. Anyway, that's for another day. But what is holding us now, what I call as matter arising, is that the devil is in the details.
Okay.
Let the debate begin.
Okay.
What exactly do we mean by restructuring?
Okay.
The National Conference report, for example, is a beginning. But in my view, doesn't go much. It talks about creating more states, which misses the point. It's still more of the same. We are saying the ones that you have are not viable. 20-something states today cannot pay salaries. So what are we talking about? Or should we go back to the EQMS constitution, the proposal of 6 zonal structure as the federating units? What model of federation? Should we use the UAE, United Arab Emirates system, or which one are we going? Let us get to work and begin to think.
We are listening.
Some people propose, and I agree, that we need a new constitution negotiated by the people of Nigeria. And my thesis is that if this is the only achievement of President Buhari, he would be greatest statesman ever in the mold of Abraham Lincoln. But we need to get this done.
And today he is part of it.
Nigeria will have to get together and
he is part of the government today.
For themselves. Second, or the third point,
he can do it.
Failure in Igbo land. It raises fundamental questions if you read Chude's book on the collapse of failure of leadership in Igbo land.
Yes.
And the search for the new one, whatever. It's in that light it agitates your mind when we talk about Igbo presidency. What does that actually mean? Is it to have somebody wearing a red cap in the villa, or what?
Exactly.
If all that we say, even within the states, A governor is first his village, his local government, then his senatorial zone, so that he can be Ocholozwa of his
I like this one.
local government or his village, and so on and so forth.
Ocholozwa. Ocholozwa of his constituency. This man is a really Igbo man. Well, not really Igbo man, because Igbo man are not coward. Igbo man is me. Me, I'm a real Igbo man. Igbo man is that we don't look face. We say it the way it is, no matter who you are. Igbo man is the one that if you don't do what he feels it is right, Igbo man will leave. That is who. So all these people that you see that are politicians, they are not really Igbo man. But this man is saying, Ochirozo.
Then let the others care. Is that the kind of leadership we are talking about Nigeria, or in the new Biafra, as it were? And we have seen it, like I said, about people occupying offices and so on and so forth, and still nothing. So the question is, the same contradictions in Nigeria are also there within Igbo land. We cry of marginalization at the larger Nigeria, but there is also cries of marginalization within. There is the identity question within. There is the citizenship and indigenship question within. How many
look at all of them
Igbos live in Aba and in Abia?
Look at all of them. Look at all of them. All of them, you see them paying attention attentively, as if they are listening to anything. All of them, all these people, criminals everywhere. All the people you see there, from the biggest person to the smallest person, they are all criminals. They wear suit like this. Start to pay attention. Look this one. Put her like this. He is calculating how he can get appointment to loot money. All of them there, they will be paying attention as if they are listening to anything. Look at him that is giving the lecture. Him that is giving the lecture is now part of the economic team in Nigeria. The person giving this lecture, he is now part of the economic team in Nigeria. And he cannot do these things he's saying here. He forgot. Immediately they call him. He throw all the materials he used to lecture here, he throw them one side. He throw every material he used here, he throw them one side. You can imagine the people listening to him. Once they leave the door there, everything goes. Nigeria continue to nosedive. And when you talk, we say Igbo people have intellectuals. Or intellectuals. Igbo people intellectuals. The other one say Igbo people are the intelligentsia. The one in London, the one they call Emekesiri in London, he say Igbo intelligentsia. They are the one who wrote the constitution under Abacha. Igbo intelligentsia. And these are the Igbo intelligentsia. Igbo intelligentsia that cannot even tell the president, do this, do that. And when the president refuses, they come publicly to say, I not do again. Is it money this man is looking for? They have to say, I not do again, because they don't listen to the advice I'm giving. And the man will earn integrity and honor of people, maintain his name. But he will not do that. The one thing is that Soludo name is in the mood. It will continue to be in the mood until as long as Nigeria exists, because we will count him as part of this government that unleashed mayhem, committed atrocities against Nigerians. He is part of it.
But, I don't know, 2 years or 3 years ago, that was the indigenship thing, that all non-Abia citizens were sacked from but these people had lived there, worked there, paid their taxes there, they were counted as part of Abia in the census. You collect revenue, more revenue because of them, but then, no, you can't work in there, you are not an indigent. So, while we are pointing one finger there, ladies and gentlemen, look closely. The other three are saying, let's get it here.
Exactly. I am pointing at you. Somebody say I should stop attacking him. You don't even know. If I have better way to attack him more than this, I will do it. He says I should stop attacking him. These are the people who have brought you to the condition you are today. And you are here fighting for Biafra. You are here listening to Biafra gospel. What stopped this man? What stopped this man from preaching and following Biafra? Or is he not a human being? You that is coming here to watch me every day, watch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, watch everyone, and you are shouting Biafra, Biafra. Why can't you now ask this man? Why is he not talking about Biafra? Since you know Nigeria is not working. Everything he's saying here is problem. Nigeria cannot work. Igbos are complaining. Yorubas are complaining. Presidency, do you want Igbo of Umemme? Do you want to go to Aso Rock and wear a red cap? Do you want to? Everything he is saying here, everything he has been saying is how complex Nigeria problems are. Are you not getting it? You don't have sense? What this man is trying to tell you here is that how complex is English word, how complex the Nigeria's problems are. And you are here saying don't attack him. Why should I attack him? What has he done now? When they gave him that appointment, we campaigned. We told Soludo, don't accept. Soludo wear tie, wear suit, ran to Abuja, accepted the appointment. And you are telling me not to attack him? Who is he that I will not attack him?
And so how can this new leadership emerge? And then of course the entry fee is very high. The fourth, the new Biafranism, and that is my last point.
Biafranism.
And let me say that Nigeria has wittingly or unwittingly dragged the Biafran issue from the periphery into the mainstream discussion.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu, in my view, threw a bait and Nigeria took it. Today, he is the most popular political prisoner.
Okay.
And will end up either as a hero or a martyr. But to his credit, he has forced Nigeria and the world to discuss Biafra.
Yes, he did. Remember, this was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still in prison. Remember, this was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still in prison. Like you hear him. This particular conference now was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in prison. I said it. It was the first tenure of Buhari. This man was saying this. Buhari failed. The presidency failed. The APC failed. And then in the second tenure, this man accepted position. And somebody is here telling me, stop attacking him. Stop attacking him. All of them are opportunists, political criminals. Now, I want you to tell me the impact this man has made now since he accepted the appointment of the APC. What impact has he made? Nothing.
Does not do Nigeria any good.
In fact, he made impact. In fact, he made a very good impact. His impact is that that man, this guy that told me not to attack him, I don't know whether he's doing cryptocurrency. That is his impact. It is part of his impact. He is in economic team, and they have actually advised the government the only way to punish you, the only way to punish your sorry ass is to close down all crypto accounts. And they are not only closing it down, they say, gather all the people, the contact and the information details of all the people in Nigeria, all Nigerians that have crypto account. Who knows the next thing they are going to do? They are going to be taking you from your house. You don't know what is coming. You are going to be more than North Korea.
I believe this young man should be released and released like yesterday. I will not be surprised if he becomes a subject of the next political campaigns.
Okay.
Just like we dealt with Awolowo, who was convicted and imprisoned of treason, or Gowon, charged with treason, or even Ojukwu himself was forgiven, and so on and so forth. I don't want to make any predictions, but I believe we need to solve this. Because according to Ofodile, this book, quote, he said, the lesson to be learned, if anyone cares to listen, is that the detention of Nnamdi Kanu, no matter for how long, will not stop the agitation of Biafra, end of quote. He further argues that the detention of Uwazurike between 2005 to 2007 helped to radicalize his followers. The same thing happened when the leader of Boko Haram was killed. His followers became more radicalized. Detention of Nnamdi Kanu, I never heard of him before this time, to be quite honest. Never heard of him. I didn't even know about the IPOB or whatever thing until this thing, and you now realize globally it's become an issue and it's become mainstream. Now, and again, quote, he says, this book argues that the idea of a customary government under the Supreme Council of Elders in accordance with customary law enjoys the support among a section of the Igbo, but it is the Biafra or death philosophy of Nnamdi Kanu that found resonance across the length and breadth of the Igbo nation. Therefore, there cannot be a resolution of the Biafran dilemma without a wholesome engagement of the Nnamdi Kanu stroke Uche Mefo faction of IPOB. End of quote. That's what this was. So, if I were President Buhari, quite honestly, I would be very suspicious of anyone who advises me to ignore the Biafran issue. I'll be very suspicious. Anybody who says that is either ignorant or being mischievous or quite patently doesn't mean well for the government itself. It probably wants the same government to repeat the mistakes of the past so that it could lead it down the train. We must start learning in this country. So let's talk Biafra. Where are the Igbo elite and the intelligentsia in all of this, especially those in Nigeria?
Are you not one of them?
As this book points out, this is being
Are you not one of them? Are you not an intellectual?
driven mostly by the Igbo intelligentsia in diaspora, the new resurgence. The new ones within, there seems to be a division, 3 classes you can identify. The ones within the mainland, and I'm shocked, and you discuss, they have a different point of view. Those in diaspora within Nigeria, so to speak, who are in Abuja and Lagos and so on and so forth, Kano, Kaduna, and so on. And an elder was asked about that, living in one of these northern states, about Biafra. And they asked him, what do you think about this Biafra? He said, well, I just didn't know. In other words, they should keep it up, but you know I can no longer go now. You see all the things I have here, I cannot carry them on my head.
That is the word of intelligentsia. Intelligentsia is telling people that, oh, you know, I have property, I cannot carry them in my head. And you call them intelligentsia. The same intelligentsia know that the president of Nigeria have houses and buildings everywhere in Dubai. The same people, the ministers in Nigeria have houses in London, in America, businesses scattered all over the world. They are not asking them, why are you not carrying your business from America to Nigeria? When it comes to Biafra, they will remind you, are you going to carry that to your hotel in Kano? Are you going to carry that to your hotel in Lagos? They remind you all this. But them themselves, they have houses, investment in Dubai, in America, in London, in Europe. When it comes to Biafra, the intelligentsia will remind you, you know you have business in Kano. You know you have business in Abuja. You know Igbo people are the one who owns all the building in Abuja. And these people, Abuja is even in West Africa, because when we have our Biafra, it becomes West Africa. But you own business in a land that is not in Africa, not in the continent of Africa. You own a property in Asia. You own property in Europe, where you are going to use aeroplane to go. You cannot drive by your car to that place. But in Abuja, you will drive your car from Biafra to Dudualand, if you want. But when you talk, and they will tell you, we are intelligentsia, intellectual should be in the dictionary anyway. Intellectual. You are watching live and direct on enterbiafra.com. You are watching live and direct on YouTube. You are watching live and direct on Facebook. You are watching live and direct on Twitter. I'm presently, sorry, Presently, we have about 5,500 viewers. Presently, we have about 5,500 viewers in all platforms. All platforms combined together, we have about 5,556 viewers. Now let us continue.
So, there seems to be a sense of either denial, and on one part, or people who think, no, it won't be, because we can't just imagine it. And because of some discussion that, oh, okay, if this happens, you will lose your property, you will lose that, and so on. Of course, that is untenable. I mean, I too was wrong on this, because if by any chance you have another state of Biafra, it will be the 16th state of ECOWAS. And that means you have free movement of goods and persons. But the fundamental question...
Okay, did you hear that? He said he was wrong too, until now. So he remembered that it's going to be 16th state of West Africa. ECOWAS.
The fundamental issue is that this debate is not happening. This whole thing is being driven almost in a haphazard manner. Last week, they called for... Was that last week? Yeah, last week. They called for a sit at home. And even without anybody getting out or more in force and so on, I learned virtually Anambra and many other cities were completely shut down.
Mm-hmm.
It just tells you there is something going on.
And now it is even more.
Again, where is the elite in this? What is missing is structured debate and apparent elite aloofness or complicity or hypocrisy. Elite in denial. For the politicians who think you can just, let's use them temporarily, let's use them. Just go on, while we can then use that to negotiate for something here.
Yes. I
can tell you, you will create a monster that will consume you.
And we have become the monster.
When that inferno comes, both us, everybody else, and the kind of thing that happened in Biafra where any dissent was considered a saboteur.
Okay. Just make sure we don't consider
get to a point where you will be telling them, just go on, while we can negotiate here, get something for ourselves in Abuja. I can tell you, these guys are no fools.
We are not fools.
They will look at you too and know that you're actually part of the problem. And so on and so forth. So, I say, let the debate must begin. The late Dr. Pius Okibo, in this book as well, presented the memo by late Dr. Pius Okibo.
And one thing I want to tell you is that when this man was saying this, almost every politician in Igbo land, from Ekweremadu down, were there. All of them. Ekweremadu, all of them, Ojuzokalo. Every politician in Igbo land was in this particular place listening to this man. Listening to this man, all of them was there. You see, Joy Anukem just posted now that, is it not Ekweremadu that just walked behind him? It was Ekweremadu. And you see all Ojuzokalo there too sitting. All of them.
Presented to the Biafran government on the economic viability of Biafra. Nobody is talking about what the currency will look like. How will you fare with international trade? What kind of constitution are you talking about? And Ofodile forcefully argues here that the Ahera Declaration of 1969 came too late. They had intelligentsia pushing for Biafra, but there was no organized structure. That if they had done what they did towards the end of the war at the beginning, Biafra would not have ended the way that it did. But what is shocking is people talk about this in their bedrooms and in their parlors. And then you come out and everybody is just, and so on.
And you are doing the same thing, though. He is just doing, are you hearing this man? He said, everybody talk about Biafra in their bedroom. That is a fact. All of them sitting there are talking Biafra in their bedroom. When they came out, anytime they come out, you will hear nothing from them. Including him, he's as guilty as any other person there. He said, everybody is talking Biafra in their bedroom. When they come out, everybody will keep quiet. It is happening today in 2021. And he is guilty because he knows that Biafra is the solution. He knows that Biafra is the solution, but he don't know where to start. It is chaotic. Total bad guy. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you very much for those who are supporting. I must use this opportunity to, now that reminds me, I must use this opportunity to thank those who have supported the page, the enterbiafra.com. And of course, you know, a lot of things is still going on that page. We are working, you know, tirelessly on the page. And I must also thank Claret, the IT. He's behind the IT. Claret Omotalobi, very wonderful job he has done on the page. So I thank you all who have been supporting the page. You know, most of the running of the page and all the plugins and all the broadcasts running through the page and all that. Of course, we are going to work. We are working on the app as well, so that for those who will have difficulty, you know, watching the broadcast from Enter Biafra, very soon Facebook is going to kick everybody out. You know they have closed my page before. This is the page you are watching on is a new page. A second page I just opened this page on the May 1st, 2020. So if they close this page again, you know that you have Enter Biafra, where we show everything raw. We don't need to cover anything. Enter Biafra, we are going to show everything raw. If we have those kind of images and pictures we want to show you in Enter Biafra, it is going to be raw. And then apart from that, somebody asks, what about the petition? Let me just tell you. You see, the petition is still there. Do you know that Burutai was nominated by the presidency as to be ambassador? Do you know that somebody filed a petition against Burutai in the same change.org? Do you know that from that petition, one of our Yoruba brother in London filed on Burutai investigation to the ICC? Do you know that ICC have acknowledged the petition? Are you people aware of that? ICC have just acknowledged petition against Burutai today. And the petition was filed in change.org. Let me show you. A moment. You know, our own is that we show you live and direct. Now, when we have this petition about the dissolving of the Nigeria amalgamation, that the world should revisit it, it is not to say that it is going to be the exact thing. There are going to be presentations. They are going to be back up to what we are claiming on that, claiming in that petition. Let the petition get to the people we addressed it to first, and you will see what we are going to do. Now, apart from other things that has been going on, it is just part of it. Now here, this is the petition. ICC acknowledges receipt of petition against Burutai Group. You see that? Now, where was this petition filed? In Change. The petition was filed on change.org. This is it. The International Criminal Court, ICC, has acknowledged a receipt of petition urging it to probe and prosecute Tuku Burutai immediately, the immediate past chief of army staff. And who filed the petition? One of our brother, Deji Adeyanju, convener of the civil society organization Concerned Nigerians, and Tuesday said the Hague-based court wrote the group to confirm receipt of the petition forwarded to it last week. Of course, whether okay, this is the one wrote by Deji, and then in the change.org, there is another petition. One moment, I want to show you all. Now I want you to see. Here, this is change.org. This is change.org. Petition for President Buhari to be charged before the ICC. Again, this petition was filed by Kayode Ogunfeibo in the same change.org. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to inform you that the petition for President Muhammadu Buhari and General Burtai to be charged before the ICC for crime against humanity has now been received and formally acknowledged by the ICC. Did you hear that? Formally acknowledged by ICC. A decision on whether an investigation into the matter will be made in due course by the ICC. And once I receive the decision, I will immediately make it available to you by the way of an update to this page. Once again, I would like to thank you for your tremendous support, your gallant gesture for the humanity and justice. How many people have signed? 387,000 signed it. 387,000 signed it. You see? Took 4 months. Somebody said took 4 months. Now, when we tell you to go and sign the petition, you don't want to sign it. You see, 300 and they have received it and have acknowledged it. So what is holding you? If you really are tired of Nigeria, what is holding you from signing the petition? What is holding you? It doesn't take anything away from you. It does not remove anything from you. You only need to sign this, write your name there, fill the name and your district. Nobody is taking it anywhere. Your information is secured. Nobody is coming to. What is so difficult? Why? So 300 and something thousand people signed. But to dissolve Nigeria, you have 50,000 signatures. 50,000. But to prosecute Burtai and Buhari, you have 300,000 signatures. What is wrong? But every day you are complaining. On this page, on my Facebook page alone, we have about 260 something thousand followers. On this page alone, 260 something thousand followers. And this page goes millions, 5 million, 10 million reach. But look at 50,000. And this is not ordinary. This is not ordinary. There are a lot of people who are watching me now, they didn't sign it. Now, the reason they didn't sign it, they don't know. They can never explain. In fact, even to them, it surprises them that they didn't sign. It is evil forces. It is Fulani forces. Fulani voodoo is working. You know, they spread the thing on air. As you are eating the cow meat, it is working. It is Fulani. Fulani voodoo is working. It is not ordinary. Because In fact, some people they know they did not sign it, and it is not that there is any reason. They want to sign. They want to sign, and they didn't sign, and they cannot explain why they did not sign. What I'm telling you is a fact. It is a fact. Oh. Not that they are afraid. Oh. No. Not that they are suspecting. No. It's just that it is that they didn't just sign. I'm serious. Including the people watching me now. They want to sign. They will go to the page, they will click on the link. When I was sharing the link, they will click on the link, they will read it, and they will share it. They will share it on Facebook. They share it. They didn't sign. And there is no reason whatsoever. They will go to check how many people have signed. They will say, oh, this is making progress. They will share it. They didn't sign. It is not ordinary. It is Fulani. I know it is Fulani. It is not ordinary. When it is End SARS protest, 200,000 people signed it within a few days. Now, Brutai to ICC, Buhari to ICC, somebody said for 4 months, 300,000 some people signed it. But now, you want freedom, and we are in millions that want freedom, including Yoruba, including Middle Belt, including the Biafrans. We are in millions. But look, 50-something thousand people. 50-something thousand. Isn't it funny? It is funny and at the same time very sad. Very sad. It is voodoo. The voodoo is working. The voodoo is working. Don't doubt it. The voodoo is working on you because you do not have. There is nothing there is no justifiable reason why you cannot sign it. It is voodoo. Voodoo. Now let us continue. By the way, in case you don't know, our Yoruba OPC have finally joined the game. So this is getting interesting. In case you don't know, OPC have officially joined the struggle. OPC have officially joined the struggle to chase Fulani terrorists out of Yoruba land. And it is a very commendable and a welcome development. And you are going to see more action from now on. So let me show you our OPC. Welcome aboard. We want to, with joy, welcome the OPC to the struggle.
Ọmọdún àní mi. Tọkọtọkọ. Kọ̀dùkítà gbòsà. Gbòsà. Àwọn agbára tèmi wá oògùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ Fúlàní tó fẹ́ mu. Àwọn nǹkan tó fẹ́ mẹ́jẹ̀ Fúlàní pọ̀ mọ́ rẹpẹtẹ. Tó bá ti ṣe wèrè, wọ́n á mu ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn. But táàrẹ bá ti give order. Ààrẹ ní balógun tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Orí ní gúúsù, ó ní ní àríwá, ó ní ní ìlà oòrùn àti ìwọ̀ oòrùn. Ó ti but order làwọn máa ń tẹ̀lé. Táàrẹ ò bá give order, gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Òun ló máa sọ fún àwọn balógun kò lè possible kẹ́ni ká rẹ́kọ̀d dédé gbé kó máa lọ síbi kan máa lọ máa lé onímàlúkọ káàkiri nǹkan tó wà níwájú tó wá ju àwọn yẹn lọ bọ̀ tó bá ti yá wọn tó bá múra wọn mọ̀ ká gan múra lẹ̀ dè wọn àṣàgun rí àdẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa fẹ̀sẹ̀ ogun 28 years lẹ́yìn láti wà nínú sọ́gun tá ti ń ba fà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò wá lè jẹ́ kan tó bẹ́ tuntun lẹ́nìí tó máa jẹ́ làwọn máa sá fógun ó ti yín bọ̀ tàwọn gbàdúrà pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan máa bọ̀ wá.
Dáyé àwa ò gbọ́ rí nígbà pé Gàmbàrí kò bàbá wa lẹ́rú àwa ò gbọ́ rí nígbà tá a dáyé pé Fúlàní kò bàbá wa lẹ́rú a ò gbọ́ rí.
So OPC people, welcome aboard. OPC have joined, and it is going to be very interesting this time around. OPC have joined. So every day. The struggle is getting momentum, and finally we have OPC on board. Now let me also show you this. You remember, I have been telling you, anything coming from the Northerners, don't believe it. Don't believe it. They are all scam. Now, this is the governor of Katsina State. He came to tell you that they ordered the school children to be released. Now, look, leaked. Katsina government paid us 30 million ransom for release of Kankara schoolboys, bandit. These are the governors who came to tell you that, they did not pay anything. They just ordered them to release them. They release them. Now, if a state government is paying ransom, who are you? If a state government of a state can, in the name of the state, pay ransom, the people they pay ransom to are the people that Gumi went to see. The people that Gumi went to see, they paid them ransom. They didn't pay them ransom. They dashed them money for a job well done. They gave them 30 million. They gave them 30 million for a job well done. While the people in the South, especially in the Southeast, although now they are receiving sense, they are bringing military to kill people who did not commit any crime other than trying to sacrifice their life to protect women and children in Biafra land. The one they call Governor White, the frog man, the frog of the South. You cannot do that. You cannot take law into the upper hand. Did he see that in the North they are supporting terrorists? Did he see that? Because these are the people they are going to use to come and shoot gun in the White government house when the war will start. The people that are paying 30 million now are the people they are going to use. Did you see that? 30 million naira paid. This 30 million, it can even be, what is 30 million to these people? It is more. Money for ammunitions, money for guns, money for weapons is what they are giving them. And in the South, they will tell you, don't take the law into your able hand. Now you cannot see Aisha. Of course, now I think I have not heard from her. She probably is now, the husband has called her to order. You cannot see her talking. You cannot see Sani Shehu talking. They are paying bandit, paying them state government paying bandit money. But our frogman is threatening people, threatening Igbo people in rivers, threatening Igbo community in rivers. Wike. Oh, Wike. Iga Fujoanya. All these people you killed in Obibu, you can never go free. They are human beings. They are people, children. You kill them, order their killings, and you think you can go free. You cannot go free. You cannot go free. What goes around comes around. And on this note, I will bring this broadcast to an end so that it will not be too long for people to watch. I want you to cut the part that is very, very important in the message of Fulanization of Nigeria, Islamization of Nigeria. Cut it into part and begin to share it. Let it go to everyone who do not know that what you have in Nigeria now is the Fulanization of Nigeria completely. May God bless you. May God bless all of you. May God bless the Biafra people. May God bless the Republic of Biafra. May God bless Oduduwa people. May God bless the Oduduwa nation. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless the Arewa if they are going to accept my prayer. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless all Yoruba and Oduduwa agitators. May God also bless and guide Sunday Igboho who have taken it upon himself. And may God bless all those who are supporting, contributing, and making sure this thing is reality. And we are getting there very soon. I must appreciate those of you who have, who have contributed immensely well in supporting what we are doing. I have to also thank those who made music that we are using, or you guys are doing something, you know, tremendously well to support Biafra. I want to thank this our brother who made this music saying that Simon Ekpa is not for sale. You know, I really thank you for that music. I am not for sale and I can never be for sale. Thank you very much and good night.